if you're in the lab, you might find a polarization filter. How do you determine which is the direction that this polarization filter transmits? Is it this one, or this one, or maybe diagonal, or something like this? Well, there's an easy trick that you can do everywhere, because you find reflecting surfaces that do any sort of specular reflection around you all the time. So for example, in this room, if I look around me, I might find this television down there. And now, if I look at this television, I see a reflection of something. So the light that comes, for example, from the black laser over there in the corner, or the wood there, gets reflected here, comes to me, and therefore the plane that I have to consider is this one. As we've learned, the p-polarized light will transmit somewhere into the monitor, and so what we get reflected under the Brewster angle, which is roughly where we are, should be only S polarized. So let's check with our polarization filter by looking at it, and you see that indeed what we see here is transmission this way, and it gets nicely blocked this way. So from this we learn that this polarization filter transmits this electric field orientation, whereas it blocks this one. So always think about that the Brewster transmits this orientation and reflects this one. So the question is, do we really need such a shiny surface? Can we maybe do it also with other surfaces? It turns out almost any surface you can use. So for example, over here, we have a little chair. Let's try this chair here. And I turn on some light here so that we get reflected light on the chair. And we just now look at this chair. It has a glossy reflection of some sort. And if I put this in here, you see it's totally black now. Well, how comes it's the other way around? Right before we had this transmittance. Well, of course, the surface we have to consider is a different one, where the light comes from this orientation, hits here. So this plane of reference is this plane. And therefore, we are blocking this way, and we're transmitting this way. So it's again the p-polarized light gets transmitted, the s-polarized is oriented this way and gets reflected, and we can confirm which direction our polarizer has.